Who was the first black president of South Africa? Nelson Mandela? Yes, our story is based on him. Nelson Mandela was the first black president and he installed the first democratic government in South Africa. Beating the curse of apartheid, he brought the sunshine in South Africa and became the president. And our story starts with the day when he took the oath as a president. This video provides with a complete explanation of the chapter with engaging visuals and animations. Take the screenshots of the slides for your notes, and I have added few important question answers at the end of the video. The inauguration. What happened on that day? 10th May 1994, Nelson Mandela was supposed to take the oath as the first black president of South Africa. He was also supposed to install the first non-racial democratic government. Who came over there? People or leaders from all over the world came over there to congratulate Nelson Mandela on that day. The ceremony took place in amphitheater in Pretoria, and many people gathered over there. People from colored race and white race, all of them were present over there, and he took the oath, the swearing-in ceremony of Nelson Mandela. He was not all alone on that day. He was accompanied by his daughter Zenani, and yes, two more deputy presidents also took oath on that day. First, Mr. De Klerk, the second deputy president, and second, Mr. Thabo Mbeki. Both of them took their oaths, and after that came our hero, Nelson Mandela. He took oath and he promised everyone that he would keep the nationality, he would keep the constitution at the top, and he would always take care of the fact that the country should go through a good phase. He would eradicate the differentiation. He would take care of the poor people and everything that is needed for the betterment or the welfare of the countrymen, he would do at the cost of his life also. Display of the military power by South African jets. When Mandela had taken oath, the South African jets displayed the military power just to show the respect. The army generals saluted Nelson Mandela, and Nelson Mandela thought that few years back they would have arrested him, but now the time has changed. After that, the magical thing happened. The South African people, both the white and the black, the white, they sang their old national anthem, that was Nkosi Sikelel. And after that, the black, they were very happy to sing their new national anthem, Die Stem. And this is how the ceremony ended. Apartheid and South Africa. In his inaugural speech, Nelson Mandela remembers the days when apartheid was dominating people. People were being brutally suppressed in the name of apartheid. But now the days have changed. Nelson Mandela promised on that day that the honor that the black people lost during the course of time, that has been history. Now new history would be created and all the people would be getting their rights. All the people would be living in South Africa peacefully together with brotherhood. Regret of Mandela and remembrance of freedom fighters. On this auspicious day, Mandela says that the greatest treasure of his country was nothing but the people of the country. That's why on this day also he remembers the previous freedom fighters and thousands of men who lost their lives in the process of getting freedom from apartheid. He thinks that he was the sum total of all the previous leaders, and he was very much pained that he could not thank them. He takes the name of the leaders like Yusuf Dadoo, Chief Luthuli, Oliver Tambos, Walter Sisulu, etc., who were the men of uncommon courage, wisdom and generosity. And on this day, he infuses those qualities in the people of his country. Goodness and duties of a man. According to the author, goodness or duty do not depend upon the skin color. In South Africa, it was so. People do not hate naturally. People love naturally. This natural thing was prohibited for the blacks. The moment the blacks wanted to fulfill their duties towards their family and friend and country, they were not allowed to do that. They were killed brutally, they were suppressed brutally. It was not the case in South Africa. Nelson Mandela and his family and his community, they were not allowed to do anything that they wanted to do. They wanted to establish goodness, but it was not allowed in South Africa. Now Nelson Mandela wanted to establish that equality so that goodness prevails in South Africa. Meaning of freedom by Mandela. When Mandela was a young kid, he thought that running here and there, having friends, staying outside overnight, all these things were freedom. But as he grew up, when he became young, he realized that he was not free. Even his brother, sister, his family, and his community, they were not free. Now he realized the original meaning of freedom. That's why he wanted to get freedom. He joined African National Congress and his political journey started. He wanted to get his community free from the dominance of the white government. He saw that his community was being oppressed or suppressed or killed by the white government, and he wanted to get out of it. He thought that if they could get out of it, then only they could get the original freedom. And that was the definition of his freedom. Freedom of mind, freedom of life. I hope this video was helpful and entertaining. Let us know what did you think about this video and how can we improve in the comment box below. And yes, for more content, check out our playlist.